Hello students, this is Senior Maths Teacher Rana sir. This video especially I am making for inverse trigonometry of class 12 level. Now the basic point of inverse trigonometry is completely relating class 11's trigonometry, that is compound angle, multiple angle and submultiple angle. Now firstly I will explain you how we move forward with inverse trigonometry and what is inverse trigonometry. So let me take a simple example. Think I am writing sine theta equals to x. Now if I take sine theta equals to x, so theta is what? Sine inverse x. Now what actually? Sine theta x. What is this? I have taken sine of angle theta equals to x. Now when I convert this is circular trigonometry. When I convert this to inverse, I will find angle theta, and this sine I have taken this side as inverse of x. Now question is, how we relate this? This relates, inverse trigonometry relates to the simple sides of a triangle. Now what is the simple sides of a triangle? What I am meaning by that? Let me take a triangle. Now this is sine. Sine means perpendicular hypotenuse. Perpendicular hypotenuse. So this is perpendicular, this is hypotenuse. Now this is x out here, this is 1 out here. So by Pythagoras I am getting the base as 1 root over of 1 minus x square. Now as I get the base as root over of 1 minus x square, then what happens to this sine inverse? This sine inverse changes now in this way. It is what? Base by hypotenuse. I can write cos inverse base, that is root over of 1 minus x square. That means sine inverse x, by the triangle method I can change it to cos inverse x. Also I can write tan inverse. Now tan is what? Perpendicular by base. This is x. X by root over of 1 minus x square. That also is possible. So what I did? Sine inverse x, I changed it to cos inverse x, and then I changed it to tan inverse x also. Okay, let me give one more example with cos inverse x. Now let me write first cos theta equals to x. So theta equals to cos inverse x. Now again same, if I consider it is a triangle, triangle is cos is base by hypotenuse. So base by hypotenuse, base x, hypotenuse is 1. So I am getting root over of 1 minus x square as the perpendicular. Now cos inverse x, I can change it to sine inverse. Sine inverse perpendicular hypotenuse, root over of 1 minus x square. And then also I can write it tan inverse. Tan inverse is what? Perpendicular by base. So root over of 1 minus x square by x. Like what I did was that triangle, this is x, this is 1, this is root over of 1 minus x square. So tan inverse is what? Tan inverse is perpendicular by base. So I got root over 1 minus x square by x. So this is what? A simple conversion. Means what I am converting? I am first changing circular trigonometry, theta, I am changing it to sine inverse x. Then I am changing it to inverse trigo, sine inverse to cos inverse to tan inverse. And how I do that? Simple, by using triangle method. What you have studied in junior classes, class 9 and 10 trigonometry, what we do? We draw a right angle triangle and then we find the perpendicular base and hypotenuse. Exactly the same thing I am doing. Now, how we use formulas? Now let me take some example. Like if I write 2 sine inverse x, then what happens? 2 sine inverse x. If you check the formulas, a list of formulas, it will be sine inverse 2x root over 1 minus x square. Now 2 sine inverse x is what? Sine inverse 2x root over 1 minus x square. Now let me see how we get this. How we prove this? I am considering the RHS. it is sine inverse 2x root over 1 minus x square. So I will prove this. So for proving this relation, this is directly formula. 2 sine inverse is the direct formula. So I am considering the right hand side. Right hand side, I have taken sine inverse 2x root over 1 minus x square. So let x equals to sine theta. Now x is equal to sine theta. That means my RHS is changing sine inverse 2 sine theta into root over of 1 minus sine squared theta. That means this is sine inverse 2 sine theta into cos theta. Now sine inverse 2 sine theta into cos theta, this is sine 2 theta. So I got this is sine 2 theta. That means it is sine inverse sine 2 theta. So this is sine inverse and sine. That means it is only 2 theta now. But as I have taken x equal to sine theta. Now I got 2 theta. I have taken x equal to sine theta. That means theta is what? Sine inverse x. So this relation I will write 2 sine inverse x. I suppose it is very easy. And in fact 2 sine inverse x, I have written sine inverse 2x root over 1 minus x square. It is nothing, it is resembling the formula of sine 2 theta of class 11. Now sine 2 theta of class 11 is what? Sine 2 theta is 2 sine theta cos theta. This is same, but it is 2x root over 1 minus x square. Root over 1 minus x square is cos theta. So it is all the same thing. So let me take one more example. 2 cos inverse x, cos inverse 2x square minus 1. 2 cos inverse x is this is the formula. So let me again go from RHS. It is cos inverse 2x square minus 1. Let x equals to cos theta. Now what I am doing? I am taking x equals to cos theta. Now if I take x equals to cos theta, then what happens? The RHS changes like this. Cos inverse 2 cos square theta minus 1. That means cos inverse cos 2 theta. Now you can ask me, sir, how this is cos 2 theta? This is again the class 11 trigonometry formulas. Cos 2 theta can be written as cos square theta minus sin square theta. Also, we can write 2 cos square theta minus 1. Also, we can write 1 minus 2 sin square theta. But here my requirement is cos. So, I have written what? 2 cos square theta minus 1. That is cos 2 theta. So, if I remove cos inverse and cos, I will get 2 theta. Now, what is happening? This is 2 theta. I have taken x equals to what? Cos theta. That means if I take x equals to cos theta, then obviously theta is cos inverse x. That means 2 theta. Theta meaning is cos inverse x. So that's the proving. So ultimately what is happening? 2 cos inverse x is cos inverse bracket 2x squared minus 1. That's the proving, students. I can also do the same thing with tan inverse. So I am showing you one example for tan inverse. I think it is 2 tan inverse x. It is tan inverse 2x by 1 minus x squared. Now, this is a formula for 2 tan inverse x. How I change this also, I will consider the RHS and I will prove that this is 2 tan inverse x. In fact, if you open your books, you will first find that these all questions are there as the questions. But these are generally the formulas which you can use for inverse trigonometry. And the proving also I am showing you why, because the syllabus it is mentioned and this sort of questions are very common in exams. So let me go from RHS again. The right hand side, it is tan inverse 2x by 1 minus x square. So I will let x equals to tan theta. Now x equals to tan theta. Then what happens? I am writing RHS tan inverse 2 tan theta by 1 minus tan square theta. Because I have taken x equals to tan theta. So what I am getting? I am getting tan inverse 2 tan theta by 1 minus tan square theta. Now again, this is the formula of class 11. Class 11 tan 2 theta meaning is what? 2 tan theta by 1 minus tan square theta. So this is tan 2 theta. So if I remove tan inverse and tan, it is 2 theta. I have taken x equals to tan theta. So theta is what? Tan inverse x. So 2 in place of theta, I will write tan inverse x. That's the proving. Students, I suppose it is very easy and it's very important also. So I have written what? 3 formulas till now. First I explained you that how we actually basically use inverse trigonometry. Then I wrote sine inverse and I converted to cos inverse, I converted to tan inverse. Then I wrote cos inverse and I converted to sine inverse, and again I converted to tan inverse also. Here I proved 2 sine inverse x equals to sine inverse 2x root over 1 minus x square. 2 cos inverse x, I also proved that cos inverse 2x square minus 1. 2 tan inverse x, tan inverse 2x by 1 minus x square. All this I proved. Let me go a little bit up now. Let me explain you some more thing on this inverse trigonometry. We can write sine inverse x plus sine inverse y. This is sine inverse x root over of 1 minus y square plus y root over 1 minus x square. Now if there is a plus out here, we get plus. If there is a minus, this will be minus. Same way, cos inverse x plus cos inverse y. It is cos inverse xy minus root over of 1 minus x square into root over of 1 minus y square. If it is plus, then here it is minus. If it is minus, then this will be what? Plus. Moreover, tan inverse also can be there. If it is tan inverse x plus tan inverse y, then it is tan inverse x plus y by 1 minus xy. Now if it is minus, then this will be minus, but this will be plus. That's the formula. Especially this formula for this year, this type of questions will not be there in your board examination for CBSE, but ISC and other board this is present. Okay, so only for the year 2021 students can avoid these formulas. Now let me move forward the next part. If it is sine inverse x plus cos inverse x, this is pi by 2. If I write tan inverse x plus cot inverse x, this also is pi by 2. If I take cosec inverse x plus sec inverse x, then also it is what? Pi by 2. So these are some formulas where sine inverse plus cos inverse is pi by 2. Same way, tan inverse plus cot inverse is pi by 2. Same way, cosec inverse plus sec inverse is pi by 2. And we use for solving questions. Let me tell you some more questions, some more formulas. If it is 3 sine inverse x, it is sine inverse 3x minus 4x cube. See students, it is very easy. Again I told you these all are resembling formulas of class 11 trigonometry. You see, if I take x equals to sine theta, it is 3 sine theta minus 4 sine cube theta, which is sine 3 theta. So this is the formula for sine 3 theta, and I am getting what 3 sine inverse x this side. Same way, I can write 3 cos inverse x, cos inverse 4x cube minus 3x. So 3 cos inverse x is cos inverse 4x cube minus 3x. Again, same it is. Cos 3a formula is only 4 cos cube a minus 3 cos a. That's what it is. That's what it is. Same way, there is 3 tan inverse x also. If I write 3 tan inverse x, the formula is tan inverse 3x minus x cube by 1 minus 3x square. So this is the formula for 3 tan inverse x. So 3 tan inverse x, also the same way how we get by tan 3 theta. Tan 3 theta formula is what? 3 tan theta minus tan cube theta whole thing by 1 minus 3 tan square theta. So I suppose I am clear what I explained out here. My next point is what? I have to explain you when it is sine inverse minus x, when it is cos inverse minus x, when it is tan inverse minus x, what happens out here? Sine inverse minus x, it is minus sine inverse x. But when it is cos inverse minus x, it becomes pi minus cos inverse x. Tan inverse minus x minus tan inverse x. That is actually for sine inverse minus x, cos inverse minus x and tan inverse minus x. Now it can be sec inverse minus x, it can be cosec inverse minus x. Let me write sec inverse minus x, cosec inverse minus x, cot inverse minus x. That means sec inverse minus x is pi minus sec inverse x. Cosec inverse minus x is minus cosec inverse x, and cot inverse minus x is pi minus cot inverse x. So these are the formulas and which are very, very important. While doing questions, you will find such type of formulas. Students, now let me write what is the range where inverse trigonometry is possible, and how is inverse trigonometry possible, that also I am mentioning it now. Like if it is sine inverse x, sine inverse range is closed interval minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Cos inverse, it is closed interval 0 to pi. If it is tan inverse, open interval minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. So sine inverse is possible only between minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, and cos inverse is possible between 0 to pi, and tan inverse is possible minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, but it should be what? Open interval. Same way, if I go for cosec inverse, sec inverse and cot inverse, only one difference it will be there. You have to understand that sine is possible between minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. So what happens? Cosec inverse, sec inverse and cot inverse. Apart from this, where it is becoming undefined, where sine is becoming 0, cosec will become undefined, that part has to be removed. So that you will find in your books. So I suppose that you can write it. So these are the basic point what I already explained you now. Now let me go for the simple basic questions, question solving ability for inverse trigonometry. Let me write like this. Let me take one example, sine inverse root over 3 by 2. Now the question is sine inverse root over 3 by 2, and they are asking find the principal solution for it, or find what is the solution for it. So what will I do? I will write sine inverse root 3 by 2. I will let it sine pi by 3, because root 3 by 2 is sine 60. Now sine 60 I know, but after that I have to take care some more thing, that is this angle within the range of sine or not, minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Now if this angle is within the range of sine, that is minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, then what happens is that, what will do, this sine inverse and sine will remove it and will write directly pi by 3. Pi by 3 will be the solution. Also, if I write cos inverse root over 3 by 2. Now as I have written a cos inverse, now I have to take what? The range of cos. So range of cos is what? Close interval 0 to pi. So cos inverse root 3 by 2. Now root 3 by 2 can be written as cos 30 is root over 3 by 2. So it is what? Cos pi by 6. Now cos pi by 6, my main work is to check, is this pi by 6 on the range of cos or not. It is on the range of cos. So I am removing cos inverse and cos. So I am getting pi by 6. I suppose I am clear, students. Same way I can do for tan also, I can do for cot also, I can do for sec also, I can do for cosec also, but keeping in mind, when I remove these two, I have to see that this is on the range of whatever question it is, whether it is sine inverse, cos inverse or tan inverse or sec inverse or cosec inverse, exactly, accordingly. Now, let me take one question when there is a minus. Think it is sine inverse minus root over 3 by 2. Now sine inverse minus root over 3 by 2. As far as the formulas which I wrote some time back, I have written sine inverse minus x is minus sine inverse x. And also I have written cos inverse minus x is pi minus cos inverse x. And tan inverse minus x is minus tan inverse x. This I have written. So there is a minus out here. So your first work is what? You let minus sine inverse root over 3 by 2. By the simple formula of sine inverse minus x, I have written minus sine inverse x. My next work, this is root over 3 by 2. So minus sine inverse root 3 by 2, it is sine 60, that is pi by 3. Now sine inverse sine pi by 3, that is minus pi by 3. Now the thing is that this pi by 3 is falling on the range of sine and not. As I already told you, range of sine is close interval minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Now close interval minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. So it is what? Pi by 3, which is on the range of sine. So sine and sine, if I remove it, minus is already present here from first. So it is only pi by 3. I suppose I am clear, students. Let me take some more example now. Think a question is cos inverse minus root over 3 by 2. Now when it is cos inverse minus root over 3 by 2, your first part is to remove the minus. To remove the minus, what will I do? I will write pi minus cos inverse root over 3 by 2. As far as the formula which I have already wrote for you, I wrote that cos inverse minus x is pi minus cos inverse x. So it is pi minus cos inverse x I have written. Now pi minus cos inverse root 3 by 2, it is cos 30 degrees, is pi by 6. Now pi by 6 is on the range of cos. Cos range is close interval 0 to pi. Cos range is what? Close interval 0 to pi. That means pi by 6 is falling on the range of cos. So what happens? Cos and cos is removed. So pi minus pi by 6. Now what is happening? If I am removing this cos inverse and cos, I am getting pi by 6. So if I remove cos inverse and cos, I will get pi minus pi by 6. which is 5 pi by 6. And this sort of questions are very common and very important. I hope so students, the basic part what I explained is totally clear to you all. I am trying to solve some more question so that this concept becomes more clear to you all. Let me take one example from book. Question is tan inverse minus 1 by root 3. I am taking a first question from tan. Now this is tan inverse minus 1 by root 3. So what happens? First there is a minus out here. My main work is first to remove the minus from here. So according to the formula it is minus tan inverse 1 by root 3. So the minus is outside now, minus tan inverse 1 by root 3. Now my next part is minus tan inverse 1 by root 3, it is tan 30, that is pi by 6. In junior classes, I suppose all of you know that 1 by root 3, it is tan 30. So that's standard angle. So tan pi by 6. Now my question is, what is the range of tan inverse? The range of tan inverse is not closed interval, it is open interval. Open interval minus pi by 2 to positive pi by 2. So it is minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, which is a range of tan inverse. So tan and tan if I remove, I get minus pi by 6. I suppose I am totally clear to your students. This is very simple and easy. Let me take some more question from a book. Another question, let me take a question from sec inverse. This is sec inverse minus 2. Now the question is sec inverse minus 2. What happens? First my work is to remove what? Minus. So I am removing what? Minus. So to remove minus, it is pi minus sec inverse 2. As far as the minus, the formulas which I have written, cos inverse, sec inverse and cot inverse. What they do is that it becomes pi minus sec inverse 2. So pi minus sec inverse, I will change it to now cos inverse 1 by 2. Half. Half is what? Cos 60. That is pi minus cos inverse cos pi by 3. Now this pi by 3 is on the range of cos. Cos range is 0 to pi. So pi by 3 is range of cos. So cos and cos if I remove, I'll get pi minus pi by 3. Pi minus pi by 3 is 2 pi by 3 students. You check properly you check these questions solving how much I have done for you. That has given you enough idea to understand the basic part of inverse trigonometry students. So this is my first video for inverse trigonometry. My second video, I will show you some upper level, some higher level question solving of inverse trigonometry. So I suppose this much is enough for you all, and that's it for the first lecture on inverse trigonometry. And bye bye.